Oriana Guevara Aponte.
¿Antes es usted?
Sí,
Ya sé.
señor.
Ma'am, you were charged with theft.
La acusa con hurto, robo.
You were facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine.
De $2,000.
We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent.
Hacer silencio.
Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present.
Abogado presente.
If you cannot afford one,
Por favor.
one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Officers were dispatched to a Walmart in Harris County, Texas, in response to a theft.
Está un hurto, robo.
The loss prevention officer
Guardian
told
encubierto le dijo a
officers
los
that the
oficiales
defendant
que la
placed
acusada puso
numerous items
varios
into
artículos
Walmart shopping
en
bags
bolsas de
that were
Walmart
already in her cart.
que ya estaban en su carrito.
The defendant continued to
acusado
place
continuó
additional items
poniendo
into the
artículos
bags,
adicionales a
including a
las bolsas,
blanket
incluyendo
and plug incense.
y unos aerosoles.
The defendant then
El
walked
acusado
past
después
all points of
pasó
sale
caminando,
without paying for
pasando
the
todos los puntos de
items.
venta sin pagar por los artículos.
No prior criminal
Ningún
history,
antecedente
Judge.
penal previo. ¿Cuál es el valor?
The DIMs don't say, I'm checking to see if the offense report is up.
Great to see you.
A $218 Walmart haul, and now she's at risk of immigration detention for up to 9 months. This isn't petty theft, it's a domino effect. Would you risk jail time over incense and a blanket?
Look,
We do have some discovery, and I'm just
Tenemos
seeing
alguna
if
descubrimiento de
one of
las
them is the
evidencias? No.
offense.
I need a value.
Necesito
I know.
un valor.
Okay, yes,
Bueno,
$218.52.
$218.52.
Ms. Guevara, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Tell me, are you a United States citizen?
No,
Are you in this country with or without permission?
sin permiso.
Con permiso.
With permission.
I don't know whether you do or
No sé
not.
si lo
Quite
tiene o
frankly,
no,
it doesn't
pero-
matter. The only thing I will tell you is that if you are not, or if there's any problem with your paperwork and you go to jail and immigration finds you,
Que la encuentra
they
ahí.
will put a detainer on you and you will be stuck in custody until this case is over with and then shipped off to immigration and sit there for another 6 to 9
Quedaría
months.
hasta unos 6
If you do not want that to happen, do not violate any of the conditions that we put forth on you now and do not pick up a new case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to go to any Walmart for any reason whatsoever. Do you understand?
¿Entendió? Sí,
Sí,
señor.
señor.
Yes, sir.
If I find that you go to Walmart, I'm going to revoke your bond, put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds.
No va a recibir otra cuenta personal.
Now, you have an attorney. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with Ms. Garcia. She will tell you when you have to come back to court. If she tells me she can't get a hold of you, likewise, we will issue a warrant for your arrest. We will have you sign a reset with Victoria. After that, we'll have you take a seat in the jury box while we get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it, and after that, you'll be free to go. Heed this warning, man. You will not get another one,
Esta advertencia no va a tener otra.
please. Thank
Hacia la izquierda. My competition.
Fight, fight,
All
fight.
right, Judge, the next Spanish speaker is case 6, Jay Alvarado.
Um, Helen Tofila de Alvarado Mejia. You are Helen de Alvarado Mejia.
Sí.
Yes.
Ma'am, you're charged with theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
Officers were dispatched to a J.C. Penney in Harris County, Texas, in response to a theft. The loss prevention officer told officers that he observed the defendant take various items and walk past all points of sales without paying. The officer observed this on the store surveillance. The total cost of the stolen items was $178. and the items included a smartwatch and skin products. The co-defendant in the case was arrested for possession of a controlled substance out of the same transaction, and she's up in felony courts, and this defendant has no prior criminal history.
Did the other person have a theft case as well? Do you know, or just a PCS? Because if they also charged the co-defendant with theft, we need to know what the cause number is, because it may
It
transfer.
was just a PCS, Judge.
That's it? Okay. Mr. Alvarado, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Tell me, are you a United States citizen? What happens if you go to jail, man?
Well, I don't want to go to jail.
I know,
Just say.
that's not my question.
Eso no fue mi
What
problema.
happens if you go to jail? I want you to think and I want you to realize the consequence of behavior. So tell me, what happens if you go to jail?
¿Qué pasa si estoy en la cárcel?
No, pues. Mis hijas quedarían apoyo,
But my daughters would
mi familia.
be without support, my family.
You're not in this country with permission.
That moment hits hard. Her kids, her job, her freedom all on the line. And Judge Fleischer doesn't sugarcoat it. One mistake, and you disappear into the system. Is this justice, or just bureaucracy with bite?
No están en país
So if you go to jail and immigration finds you, there will put a detainer on you. And you're going to be in there for about 6 to 9 months. That's what you have waiting for you if you go to jail. Anything more than 4 hours, immigration sweeps it on a daily basis. I'm going to put conditions on you now. If you violate these conditions, I'll put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes.
The relationship is the co-defendant to this person. Do you know?
It doesn't seem Judge.
I'm ordering you not to have any contact with this person. I'm also ordering you not to go back to JCPenney.
Regresar a JCPenney.
If you violate these conditions, likewise, you know what's going to happen. You will not get any more warnings from us.
So no contact with the co-defendant
Yeah, or going to the JCPenney.
any other JC.
Yeah, any JCPenney. Tell me, ma'am, what do you do for a living?
Trabajo en remodelación.
I work in remodeling.
Do you have a steady income?
¿Tiene ingresos estables?
No.
No.
Apply for an appointed lawyer.
¿Quiere aplicar por un nuevo edificio?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay, we'll give you an application.
Hago una aplicación.
I need you to fill it out. I need to know everything about you. Do not just leave everything blank. I will send it right back to you. I need to know numbers. I need to know how much money you have coming in a month. I need to know how much money you spend. We'll have you take a seat in the jury box while you do that. Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions. Otherwise, I'll issue one for your arrest as well. And then
De otra manera que-
we'll take a look at the application here shortly. Please, yeah. Anytime someone's not monitored, yeah, please.
Sorry, Judge, I would like to say that the BVR is kind of, it conflicts with itself. It says there's a tamper, then it says there's alcohol detected, but alcohol cannot be confirmed because of the way it was tampered with. So I don't know if we have further information to.
We never do. We never do. And the problem is that what happens is people try to put stuff. What is the one thing I asked you? I'm sorry, I ordered you not to do.
Not to drink alcohol, and I haven't. I'm 51 days sober today. And
I
I
have-
live in a sober living facility, so I get breathalyzed and drug tested at least 3 to 4 times a week. Anytime that I leave and I come back. I went to an inpatient program and I completed that. I have my certificate right here.
Show me that you have a breath test.
Here's where it gets messy. She claims 51 days sober, living in a treatment home, backed by breath tests. But the device says tamper. Who do you believe, the tech or the testimony?
On 10/26 at 9 in the morning, because if what you're telling me is true, you should have a breath test at around that time, and let's see.
Yeah, I would have to get with the coordinators of the staff at the place that I live, and I'm sure they have it all logged.
You're supposed to have that here today, though. Today's the day that's set for your bond violation hearing.
Well, Judge, we didn't go over all that because I was hoping to get more detailed info. It sounds like there's a tamper, but they're not confirming alcohol. They're not confirming alcohol.
Because of the tamper. What we have normally is someone does something to the device to the integrity of the device to bypass alcohol detection. They could put a sock in between, they could put a piece of paper in between, they could kind of move it so the skin is not touching the device. There could be a whole myriad of things of how the actual tamper takes place. All we know is that we have a tamper and we have a we have alcohol detected. We can't confirm because of the tamper. The nature of the tamper prevents confirmation of alcohol.
Judge, sometimes these devices, they're not perfect, Judge. They can't ever tell me what happened.
So if there's ever a problem with the device, it is your responsibility to go to the place and get it fixed.
Yes, sir, and I did. Whenever I went to Sentinel, I asked the guy who put it on me and was downloading my data, I asked him to tighten it because I felt as if it was too loose. And he did tighten it, and he said he wrote down on his notes that he tightened it for me. I've been sober for 51 days, and
How do I know that?
I have my certificate that I went to an inpatient program, and I'm living currently in a sober facility. And I'm doing that for myself because I do have an alcohol problem. And I'm 51 days sober as of today.
If you're telling me that you have all that information, that they test you frequently, then you should be able to have testing at that time. And if you can show me that you have a breath test at that time that shows that you're not have alcohol on board, then I'll throw the piece of paper away.
And we do this, Judge, would you allow us to get time to get those documents for you? We weren't prepared to present that to you today. I was looking to get more info on the actual report.
It's supposed to happen today. You guys are supposed to come in between the time we let you know about the violation, to do your diligence, to figure out what the violation is, how it occurred, and how to remedy that.
Judge, that diligence isn't on us, Judge. They're the ones alleging this. They need to
No,
provide.
they're not alleging anything. I am, because you have alleged violations here. It is your duty to show us why
We could bring these people that are alleging this tamper, we could bring them and have them testify regarding what they know and what they do not know. Instead of just assuming that they are correct, we could have a hearing.
No one's assuming anything. I'm telling you, if you have something that contradicts this, show it. That's what I'm telling you.
I also did my due diligence of making them tighten it. I told them to tighten it myself.
I understand
And he
that,
did say he wrote a note about that. Because
I
I was
still
afraid
have-
that this would happen.
Mr. Barahona, I still have alcohol detected, regardless of whether it's tightened or not. The tightening is not the issue. The issue is that there's a tamper and that we have alcohol detected.
I have not consumed any alcohol.
So show me. I'm telling you how to do it. Reach out to them now, see what you can get. See what evidence is out there to show me, I'll put you guys to the side, reach out to them, see what they have. If you're telling me that they've tested you as frequently as they are, they should have something.
Yeah, talk to my client, see how quickly we could get that info.
No rush. No rush. Take your time, see what you can find.